Maria and her family had recently moved to an old house in the outskirts of London. They had bought the house from an auction, and the price was very low. Maria, who was 10 years old, did not like the house. She felt that something was hidden in the house. She always heard strange noises, like the ringing of a phone, the crying of a child, and sometimes even devilish laughter. She also saw that the house items were moving and sometimes disappeared. She told her parents, but they did not believe her and said that she was just imagining things. One night, Maria was asleep when she heard a sound like a heartbeat. She opened her eyes and saw a dark shadow standing on her bed. She could not move and could only look at the shadow. The shadow slowly approached Maria's face and said, "Hello, I am your friend. I want to play with you." Maria screamed in fear and tried to jump off the bed, but the shadow grabbed her hand and squeezed it hard. Maria felt that her bones were breaking and a severe pain in her hand. She screamed again, and this time her parents heard and ran to her room. When they entered, they saw that Maria was on the bed bleeding and her hand was broken. They quickly went to her and asked her what had happened. Maria said, "It was a shadow, a bad shadow. He wanted to play with me. He broke my hand." Her parents looked at each other and did not know what to do. They picked up Maria and went to the hospital. At the hospital, the doctors said that Maria had a wrist fracture and needed a cast. They also said that Maria needed psychological counseling because she had become psychotic. Her parents did not know what to believe. They were sure that Maria was a sensible and reasonable girl and never lied. But how was it possible that a shadow came and broke her hand? They decided to contact a medium and see if their house was haunted by spirits. The medium who came to their house told them that their house was cursed by a possessed child who used to live in that house. He said that this child was named Tommy, and he had died in a fire accident 50 years ago. He said that Tommy was a devilish and mischievous child and always liked to play with others. He said that Tommy still had his spirit in the house and was looking for a playmate. He said that Tommy liked Maria and wanted to play with her. He said that Tommy was very dangerous and could harm Maria. He said that to get rid of Tommy, they had to perform an exorcism and ask God to send Tommy's spirit to peace. Maria's parents did not believe that such a thing was possible, but they had no choice and agreed. The medium brought several candles and books and mirrors and holy water and placed them in Maria's room. He said that everyone had to hold hands and pray. He said that Tommy might try to prevent the ceremony and make noises and movements. He said that they had to be careful and not let Tommy harm them. He said that if they succeeded, Tommy would not be able to play with Maria anymore, and his spirit would be free. The ceremony began, and the medium started reading the book. He said, "In the name of God, the most merciful and compassionate, we ask you to take the spirit of this child out of this house and send him to peace. We ask you to free him from the evil of this shadow and guide him to your light. We ask you to save him from loneliness and pain and give him love and kindness. We ask you to free him from this scary game and give him a happy and entertaining game. We ask you to take him out of this house and send him to a better house. We ask you to take him out of this world and send him to a better world." As the medium prayed, strange noises started to be heard. First, a heartbeat, then a child's cry, then a devilish laugh, then a terrifying scream. The candles started to turn off and on, and the mirrors started to break. The holy water started to boil, and the books started to burn. Maria and her parents trembled in fear and held their hands. The medium asked them to continue the prayer and not let Tommy harm them. The ceremony lasted for a few minutes, and the noises and movements became more and more. But suddenly, everything became quiet, and the candles turned on. The medium said, "We succeeded. Tommy is gone. His spirit is free." Maria and her parents cried in joy and hugged each other. The medium said, "God bless you. You do not need to be afraid anymore. This house is yours now." He collected his items and said goodbye to them and left. Maria and her family had a happy and peaceful life from that day on. They did not hear any strange noises and movements, and the house items did not move or disappear anymore. Maria did not fear sleeping in her room and did not have nightmares. She did not think about Tommy and did not play with him. She only thought about her friends in school and happy games. She was not a scared and psychotic girl anymore. She was a happy and lively girl. The end.